South African Weather Service has warned of strong winds and heavy rainfall for Cape Town later today. The adverse weather conditions come after devastating rainfall earlier this week, collapsing roads and leaving hundreds of homes flooded. The city of Cape Town has urged those who were badly affected by the recent floods to take extra precaution this weekend. Meanwhile, the disaster management officials say they're on high alert for any localized flooding in the mother city. Well, we have a guest joining us now for more on this conversation. Lauren Smith joins us from the Cape Town Weather Service. Lauren, thank you so much for your time and thank you for joining us. We know that a yellow alert level 2 warning was in fact issued by the South African Weather Service. What sort of damage can we expect with a level warning of that nature?
Yes, hi. Yeah. So that yellow level 2 warning for disruptive rain was issued for today, and the bulk of the rain was expected this morning, and then the localized flooding was the main impact that we were expecting, especially for informal settlements as well as low-lying roads and bridges, due to those 3 cold fronts that we had previously and the soil being already saturated from that. We issued this yellow level 2 warning, and we already have 59 mils in Kirstenbosch this morning, 20 in Cape Town, and then 35 in Ceres, and another 28 in Grabo, Cape Winelands, Overberg region. So the warning definitely on par. The front is now over the central parts of our province. So the sun has come out over Cape Town now, and the warning is past. But it's still valid for the whole day, just for those showers that is expected to come through this afternoon, bringing an extra 5 mils in those places that have already been impacted. That could then lead to further impacts for the rain.
Now, in addition to the showers that you mentioned later this afternoon, I understand that a warning has also been issued for strong winds, damaging winds. In fact, just talk to us a little bit about that, what residents can expect from those strong winds, and is there a likelihood of any sort of casualties coming out of inclement weather of this nature?
So the yellow level 2 warning for damaging winds was for coastal regions. So that was from Saldanha Bay down to Cape Agulhas, and those winds, along with high swell from 3.5 touching 4.5 meters, also in the same area this morning until midday this afternoon. We are expecting some difficulty in navigation at sea. And with those strong winds, ports and small harbours are also at risk for the crane workers and those type of impacts that could then disrupt any activity of them in the ports and things like that. So that's why that is issued. And that's then everything subsides by midday today regarding the wind and the swell. So that was not for the interior. If I can read the warning, it says difficulty in navigation at sea, which is expected between Saldanha Bay and Cape Agulhas.
Now, Lauren, you mentioned the sun coming out a little earlier, and we know that whenever we do have cases of strong winds, particularly in that area of the country, Cape Town, it is often accompanied with a fire warning or dangers of wind fires as well. Is there a likelihood of that? Are you on high alert for that eventuality as well?
Okay, so you're confusing the strong winds. The strong winds are for the marine, like the sea. So that's why it is difficulty in navigation at sea, right? So we don't have strong wind warning for the interior. There's no warning for the interior of winds, okay? But there is the fire warning out for the Beaufort West municipality for normal strong northwesterly winds, and it is fairly dry in that municipality, so we do have an FDI out for that municipality. Our other municipalities, the rainfall has been good, so the soil and the plants are well fed, so the risk for those fires aren't as high as Beaufort West municipality for today.
Sure. And what sort of precautions should residents be taking when facing weather of this nature?
Well, to stay indoors and to keep an eye on the website and to read the warnings thoroughly so that you do understand and not get confused. And then there are instructions that go with it on the website, a little bit more detail. But to stay indoors, keep your ears to the radio for any other follow-ups, if disaster management communicates or the South African Weather Service communicates anything further, an update of warnings or anything like that. But we're not going to be updating these warnings. They're fairly on track, and the system is moving on its way. So, yeah.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much. That's Lauren Smith from the South African Weather Service giving us the latest update concerning the alert level 2 warning issued for Cape Town, warning of potential localized flooding because of inclement weather later today.